guys. It is 5:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and your girl is in this kitchen cooking some chicken Alfredo. Now, who do you know that cooks chicken Alfredo in the morning? Let me move this out the way so my arm won't be right there. But anyway, guys, I have a new video that will be coming out soon. All of these videos that I will be posting, or that I have started posting, are experiences that I have encountered myself as a single woman. The one that I got out now is how I live my life at 40 as a 40-year-old single woman, and the other one are the 6 flags to watch out for a long distance relationship. The next one I'm going to be doing is when you get sexually frustrated and when you get horny being a single woman. Let's be real honest. Like, I know I ain't the only one that has dealt with that. Like, you want something, but you know you can't get it until you're married. And I know sometimes that alone can be a struggle because you got these urges, you got these feelings, and I know it's difficult. Believe me, I know it's difficult, but I kind of want to just share my experience with that and what I do. And so I want you guys to stay tuned with that, because I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to be very honest and open about that, because I'm not going to fake the funk for y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. It's going to be real blunt, because I know as single women we have dealt with that, and some of us are still dealing with it. They don't know how to stop. They don't know how to handle it. Right now, guys, I'm cutting up this chicken. Of course, I got my knife because I got this at Walmart. I always use this kind from Walmart. It's the fajita season kind for my chicken Alfredo, and sometimes they have like big chunks of chicken up in here. Well, I cut some up already, but you gotta just cut it up real good so your Alfredo won't be so thick with big old chicken nuts and stuff. Oh, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so actually, you know what? I can actually go on and do that video while I'm doing this. We're gonna have a girls chit chat while cooking, okay? That's what we're gonna do. You know, I was gonna do a separate video. I changed my mind. I'm going to do a chit chat. We're gonna do a girls chit chat. How about that? All right. So, in regards to sex, let's just keep it real honest. Being single, we want sex. Let's just keep it honest. And some of us are getting it single when we shouldn't be. So be careful. If you are one of those who are actually getting it, be careful. Because let's be honest, if he is not your husband, if he don't plan to be your husband, having sex is called a soul tie. You will get a soul tie. And believe me, I had one. So you definitely don't want a soul tie, because that is hard to break. And so you gotta pray for most cases and fast for some, because sometimes it's not gonna break unless you fast. And if you know you don't want to go through all that problem, that struggle, stop having sex. I know it's hard because it feels good, and I know, you know, it satisfies the flesh, but baby, listen, I done it. You don't want that soul tie. That soul tie is for real. That thing is of the devil, for sure. Thing is of the devil. But for those who are not having sex and yet are still single and is choosing abstinence, I am so proud of you guys. I salute you, because that's what I'm doing. Because I want to wait on my husband. Now, do the sexual urges come ahead? Yes, they do. They do. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, even early this morning, I had thoughts, and I had to rebuke it, because when you start having sexual thoughts and stuff like that, then you started getting those feelings down there, and then you be wanting to satisfy. You can't do that. So you gotta get up, pray, read your word, which I'm gonna do when I get done. What I did was I anointed myself. I anointed this house, my pets. Put this down. And I just began to ask the Lord for forgiveness for even thinking it, because you got to be careful where your mind goes. You must be careful where your mind goes. Now, usually I cook this separately, this chicken in my sauce, but I'm going to do my sauce together with this chicken, because honestly, it's almost 5:30 in the morning. I really don't feel like doing this all together, well, separately. So you're going to see me mix up my sauce and stuff all together. But yeah, so you definitely want to be careful where your mind flows, because as single women, it's so easy to just think about having a man and thinking about, you know, what you want that man to do, especially sexually. You got to be careful, because the devil will use that. And that is called lust. You don't want to be lusting after nobody. And so you got to be real careful, because if not, the devil will have you lusting, have you thinking about all the sexual stuff that you want to encounter. It will have you imagining having sex with somebody, and then those feelings start to come over you, those sexual urges start to come over you, and you wondering why you feeling that way. It's because you allowed the enemy to use lust, and that's a demon, by the way. You allowed the enemy to use lust over you, and so now, because you don't thought about sex, you don't kind of seen it visually, you having sex with somebody, and now you starting to feel that sensation down there, and then you start trying to do what you do, whether it's through a vibrator or whether it's through masturbation. Like, you got to be careful with that. You can't do that. It's something I heard on YouTube, and it makes sense. It was very profound. When you think you by yourself, you're not. You have angels. You have God looking at you. You don't know what's in the spiritual realm. There's another realm. It's called the spiritual realm. And in their realm are spirits. Whether it's good spirits, or whether or not it's spirit of God. But you got to be careful, because you're not by yourself. You have demons looking at you, trying to get you to do stuff to yourself that you shouldn't be doing, because you're horny. So you got to be careful. When you feel horny like that, do like I do. When I feel horny, and I know I be feeling horny, I get up, I walk in my apartment, and I just start praying and asking the Lord to remove that feeling from me, because I don't want it. That's not what I desire. I want to have sex with my husband. And so you don't want to block your blessing by allowing by allowing demonic spirits to have you trying to please yourself, or use toys to get your mind off of it. Like, if anything, it's going to make that worse. It's going to make you want to do it some more. So you got to be careful, and you got to stop. I know back in the day, you know, I used to allow my mind to run wild with it, like, no lie. And it was to the point where I would feel bad. It was to the point where, like, I would just cry, because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be like that. I didn't. And so it took the Lord a while to get my mind to be where it is now. So, like, when I have those urges, those sexual urges, because I still have them. I'm a single woman. So when I have those sexual urges, I look at it like this. I'm still fertile. So therefore, when I meet my spouse, you know, we be able to have some kids, if you get what I'm saying, because I'm fertile. When you feel like that, you're fertile. So I look at it like that. I also look at it like, okay, when you know you're about to start your cycle, you know, usually most cases when I'm horny like that, my cycle is about to come on. So you gotta look at it like that, like, okay, your cycle must gonna be coming on. So you can't allow the devil to use that against you, and then you start doing what you do. You can't do that. So if you're having sex with somebody, stop it before that soul tie gets even worse. If you're still having sex and you don't have nobody, but you're pleasing yourself and you using sex toys, stop that too, because guess what? Those are demonic spirits you having sex with. You don't see it. Again, there's a thing that's called a spiritual realm. And so you can't see what's in the spiritual realm. So while you pleasing yourself and while you having sex with a sex toy as a single woman, you are having sex with demons. So be careful with that. See, when I was doing those things back in the day, I didn't know that. I'm just being honest. I'm a single woman. So you gotta be careful. You gotta stop that. Oh, these noodles is good. I can eat these noodles by itself. I season that to perfection. But you gotta stop that. You gotta stop doing that. Begin to, when you feel horny like that, so you can see my face. It's like almost 6 o'clock, so don't be looking at my hair. But when you feeling like that, start getting up. Get up, walk around, begin to pray over yourself, get in your word, and just begin to focus on other stuff. Because if you continue to allow your mind to go through lusting and different things like that, you're never going to get over that. And guys, I use this to as well, but I also add some more ingredients. So I actually use this as my base, but I also home make some stuff too. So yeah, but let's get done chit chatting. So yeah, I'm not perfect by no means. Oh Lord, this thing is heavy. Hold on. I mean, not heavy, hard. Hold on. I'm about to do what my grandmama told me to do. Hush. That's me. Hush. That's me. Be quiet. Say. But yeah. So if you are having sex and you're single with somebody, please stop. I know it's hard as hell. I know you like, girl, you done lost your mind. If you think for 1 second, I'm about to stop getting this. Listen, baby. It's worth it if you stop. Because let's say you having good sex with this man. I'm talking about the bomb diggity, right? You don't fall in love with this man. Now your feelings don't get involved because you don't have sex with him more than once. Because some of us get feelings day one when we have sex. So you don't have sex with this man. It's some good sex. So now your feelings don't get involved. Your heart don't get involved. So now your mind is all about him. But what happened when that man that you having good sex with has now stopped giving you attention? Has now stopped calling you? Has now stopped coming to see you? Has now stopped giving you that good sex? Has now stopped doing what he was doing in the beginning? Now what? What you gonna do? Go get somebody else? No. And then you add in more demons to yourself. Because whether you know it or not, when you having sex with somebody that's not your spouse, whatever spirits they have on them is now entering inside of you. Whatever spirits that was on whoever they was doing before you is now inside of you. Because think about it, when a man put his you know what in you, he's inserting everything that's in him in you. So you got to be careful with that. See, I wished I known that back then. You see what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have the soul ties, but I don't now. But I wouldn't have the soul ties that I had, you know, back then if I knew that. Even pleasing yourself, you gotta be careful with that because that's a spirit. Masturbation is, let's be real honest. Ooh, these noodles is so bomb, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna add some more water with it though. But even with masturbation, you gotta stop that too. Because it can feel good. But you having sex with a demon when you do that. And you gotta be careful. You gotta stop. I don't think no sex is good enough when you gotta have sex with demons. And that's why too, if you have sex dreams, that's a demon too. That's a succubus. If I'm saying it right, that's a succubus spirit. And that's a demon. If you are start having sex dreams and you start, you know what I'm saying, orgasm when you do it, that's a demon. And that you gotta stop too. That's why you gotta be careful where your mind goes. And in case you don't know what a succubus demon is, it's a sex demon. It's a demon, and I'm just gonna put it in English terms. It's a demon that rapes, that take advantage of you. It's a demon that tries to kill and destroy you through sex. That's what it is. There's another demon with that. I can't think of it right now. But I know succubus is one of them. Jezebel is another. So, although the urges and the feelings feels good, it's just not worth it when you're dealing with demons. Allow God to give you your spouse. And then when he give you your spouse, because baby, look, don't let this fool you. When I give my husband, it's on and popping. Do you hear me? Just saying. Because I'm going to wear him out when God bless me. And I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one. And guys, like I said too, I usually do this separate, but I don't feel like doing that. But I'm about to add now my own stuff. I had to cut it up some. And I do use heavy whipping cream. And I usually use Parmesan. But I'm going to try this. I pray that it's not too spicy. God knows I don't like too much spicy stuff. But yeah, when you get your husband, baby, do what you do when you get your spouse. But if in the meantime, keep those legs closed. Keep your mind focused on Christ. Ask God to forgive you for your thoughts. Because I had to repent today. Let me not lie. Ask the Lord to forgive you for your thoughts. Because it's the enemy that is trying to get in your mind. And you don't want that. Oh, I need to cut this back off. So, I know this don't look like nothing for right now, but just, it's a process. It's a process, trust me. And now you be like, what in the world is she doing? Believe me, it's a process. You will see the results in a minute. But like I said, I used to do this separate, but I didn't feel like doing it, so I added the meat already in here. And I'm about to put the noodles in here too. I promise it's gonna look like something, guys. Believe me, if I thought it wouldn't, I definitely would not be videoing this, recording this. Don't y'all hate too on Facebook where they be showing cooking videos and you be like, what is this? And it be nasty looking and stuff. I hate videos like that on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. or the cliffhanger ones where it leave you hanging and be like, what? Oh, it's good. Oh, this is good. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my noodles. So, oh, let me drain this water first. I had forgot I put water in here just that quick. But that little water, they just filled up in there, it ain't gonna hurt it. I'm just gonna stir it up some more. Oh. Then I do gotta stir it up some more because water did come in there. I literally forgot that I had put some water in there. I don't even know cheese. Actually, I think that water just helped it. Alright guys, there we go. I drained it. But guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this girl chat. Again, I was very transparent, very honest. Again, this is my ministry, so I'm not going to fake the funk. I think I might have should have used another, what's the name? But I'm going to make this up again, no big deal. I want to be very transparent, let you know how I deal with stuff. Because again, I'm a single woman with no kids. But I have a feeling that won't be long once God bless me with my husband. But yeah, so I mean, your singleness is temporary. I know you've been single for years like myself. And you're like, that's a long doggone temporary. But you rather for it to be a long temporary than for God to allow you to just meet any old man. I don't know if you heard, well, you know what, I didn't post it on YouTube. But recently, I thought I had met my spouse because, you know, I was in hiding. When I say in hiding, God will hide you where nobody will find you, not even a man. You think you're being looked over. It's not that you're being looked over. It's because God has hidden you because he don't want any person to get near you or in close proximity to you, especially concerning a man. So God will hide you. Well, I've been in hiding for quite some time. So I thought I was finally coming out of hiding. And I met this person. Of all places, I met him on social media. Now, let me say this with common sense. Wait a minute. I don't hate those who do it on social media. It's just not for me. Well, in this particular case, you know, I went forward, and it would have been a long distance relationship, but it would have been not too bad because it was in my hometown. But after a week, I realized very quickly, and he realized real quickly, that we was not for each other. And we both ended it within that week. We actually both was about to text the same thing. He just beat me to the punchline. But I laughed when that happened because I was going to do the same thing. Oh, my noodle. Alright guys, this is what the final results look like. I told you guys, if it didn't look like nothing, I'm going to report them. I need to ask for the pepper. I didn't need to add too much seasoning because I used the jar Alfredo as well, and it already had seasoning in it. What else salt at? Yeah, I'm looking for the salt. Where is it? And of course, as you know, with the jar, it already had seasoned, so I didn't have to really season it like that. I'm gonna not put too much salt on this, because I don't want it salty. You don't want high blood pressure either. I did put pepper on there. I love pasta. I don't know if you know, but I had spaghetti just the other day. But I love pasta. I try not to eat too much of it, but lately I've been wanting it. So, God bless me to have it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat it. And you know what too? That chicken that I put in from Walmart, it was fajita style. So that had season. So I really didn't have to add no season to it. So that's why you didn't see me add it. But basically, girl, I can't talk. Basically, I just use salt and pepper. I'm gonna put you close up so you can see what it looks like. Hold on, I gotta get this pepper through here first. And my dogs, they don't think it's for them. They're gonna be looking at me while I'm eating. But here's the finished product. This is the finished product. I don't know if you can see the chicken in there, but it's in there. But guys, I pray that you will enjoy this. This won't be the last chit chat we're gonna do. We're gonna do some more. But comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that button, that bell, so that you can keep up with me. I love you. Bye.